Hi, my name is Reiko Anderson, and I am one of the AAC SLPs with the North Vancouver School District. I just wanted to make you a quick video today to talk to you about guided access. There's a few reasons you might use guided access. I have my Talker iPad here, so I can show you. Number one, when your iPad goes to sleep, you have to punch in your passcode every time, but we don't want to do that. That's kind of a pain, right? And we want to make sure that it's really easy to wake up the iPad so you can get to modeling right away. So when I press this, I have my guided access turned on. It goes right into my communication app. So that's number one. Number two, sometimes we have students that have previous relationships with iPads and they know that if this is work, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to get out of it and I want to watch YouTube instead or something, right? So they know that this magic button right here will get them out of doing any work. And we want to establish this early on as just for communication to develop good communication habits. So when I hit this, what's going to happen is, see this bar that comes across the top? It says guided access is enabled, and I have to punch in my passcode. It's hard to say that passcode in order to get anything to happen. So it makes sure that we're using the Talker as a talker and not as a YouTube device. So I'm going to show you a couple things in this video. Number one, how to turn guided access on and off, and number two, how to set it up if it's not set up already. Okay, so now you can see the screen of my Talker. This Talker is on a touch chat. We're Power 60 Basic, but you could use this with any communication app. So if you're in Predictable, TD Snap, all of those would work with guided access because it's a iPad function, not a communication app function. Okay, so we have, I'm going to test my button here. Yep, so my guided access is turned on. So in order to turn guided access off, I need to triple click this home button. So we go ready, 1, 2, 3, really quickly, and it'll ask me for a passcode. Okay. And what you're seeing now is the guided access menu. If it's been a while since I've turned it on or off, it'll give you this this menu. Sometimes it'll just have a little box in the center that says guided access started or guided access ended, but this menu is perfectly fine, and so are the other things. While we're here, I'm just going to show you some options that we have in the corner. So if you, in the bottom left corner, you'll see options. So we have the sleep wake button, which is the physical button here that will wake up and sleep your iPad. We may want to make sure that that is definitely green. The volume buttons, we want to make sure that that's green so that you can change the volume on the Talker. Motion, you can go either way with that. If you don't like it when you turn your Talker and the screen flips around, you can turn that off like I have here. Keyboards, depending on your student, you may or may not need those keyboards. We definitely need the touch to be green here because otherwise you won't be able to do anything on the touch screen. Time limit, we're not going to use the time limit on a Talker iPad, but if you are using other kinds of iPads for reinforcement or for other students, for example, this is a good thing to know. If say you have 2 minutes left, you can actually turn on the 2-minute timer for guided access. And then the iPad will actually kind of turn itself off after 2 minutes. And then it's coming from the iPad and not you, which some students have a better time with. But for this particular student, we don't need that. So this is going to be just fine. So I can't remember what we were doing, but I think we were ending the guided access. So I'm going to hit end here, and then this will give me access to turn that off. And so now when I select the button, it'll take me to my home page. So now I want to turn it back on. So I open up the app I want to be in, and then again, I'm going to triple click that button. I can actually only do it with my right hand. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 really quickly. And what you'll see is a little box there that says guided access started. Okay, so some of you may need to know how to set up guided access on your iPad. If I was the one to set up your iPad or one of the other AAC SLPs here, we usually set it up as a standard thing that we do on all the Talker iPads. But if you're setting it up, I have bad news for you. It's slightly different depending on which iOS you're running. So iOS is like saying Windows or Mac, Windows 10, Windows Vista. And so what you'll need to know is that. So you need to check what iOS you're running. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit TouchChat, go into my iPad settings. And if you actually go into this general on the left here, you see where that's blue, that's highlighted. If you go into that general tab and you go into about, you'll see what iOS you're running. It says software version 14.8.1. So what I would do is I would go on Google and I would say how to set up guided access iOS 14. That is the easiest way to do it. And there's always a YouTube video or some sort of web article that'll show you how to do that. So I hope that was helpful. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.